I'm joined now by Micky Arison, Carnival Corporation plc, who's just been on stage being questioned by Jeremy Vine. Micky, you talked about how Queen Mary II will be your largest ship you'll build, even though a lot of your rivals are building bigger and bigger ships. Why are you sticking at that size?
Well, all our shipbuilding decisions are brand decisions, and Carnival Cruise Lines, for example, just took delivery of a 130,000-ton Carnival Dream. They're very happy with that size. They don't see any need to build larger. P&O just took delivery of Ventura and Azura soon at 116,000 tons. They're very happy with that size. So we're trying to build a product based on the kinds of service and value that those brands can deliver, and we're comfortable with the size. As I said on stage, some people want Mall of the Americas, these monster locations. We're trying to build a cruise experience that suits our brands, and the size of the ships are fine.
And you said also it gives you more flexibility. Can you explain that?
Well, we try to design the ships so that they can go to virtually all the ports of call we go to. Ports of call like Venice have size restrictions. There are other ports that have height restrictions for bridges and so on. If you look at our fleet, virtually all our ships can go to virtually all our ports, and we try to keep the ship size in such a way that we have maximum flexibility of itineraries.
So that's quite a focus on the destination, whereas perhaps some of the other lines are focusing on putting on these, rock climbing walls or ice rinks or surfing parks, etc. So is that too gimmicky for you?
Well, it's actually only one line that's building ships really that are putting huge strain on infrastructure, huge investment on ports to deal with those ships. Something that we really don't think we should be getting into. But I'm sure they'll do fine. I'm sure their ship will be very successful. But it's just not our cup of tea.
Okay, thank you. Let's just move on to talk something else you mentioned on stage about the difficult times we've had over the last year and how you've managed to get more people on board by reducing your prices to make your cruises, as you said in your words, irresistible. Tell us how that's worked for you, and also can you just comment on how you envisage getting those prices back up again when people are now going to be used to getting such a good deal?
Well, what I said was that heavy discounting has a lot of negatives to it. Obviously, it means lower commission for travel agents. It means lower returns for us. But the positive is it makes cruising affordable for more people. And over the long run, that's a very positive thing, that more people will experience a cruise. Once they experience a cruise, they come back again. We'll carry over 8 million guests this year. More than 3 million of those will be new to cruise, will be their first time. And that's kind of an annuity that we're building over time.
Okay, and just picking up on that point about agents then earning less commission, I guess a question for people watching this interview who are, trying to sell cruise and trying to make some money out of it. There's a double whammy because the discounting situation in the UK market at the moment means that often agents are giving away whatever commission they are earning, which you've just said is perhaps going to be reduced. They're giving away some of that. Right. So that causes quite a problem for them to continue being profitable and doing well. What do you think, what's the answer to that? What should they be doing?
Well, I really don't want to tell them how to run their business, but they really should value the service that they're giving their customer. And if they're rebating a significant piece of their commission, they're not valuing the service that they're giving to the customer enough. And they should seriously consider rebating less.
Absolutely, because you said you're still making profits, even though times are tough, you're still making profits. And we've got a number of agents that have been struggling, and some even gone out of business. So you think they should do more about service rather than focusing on price? Yeah,
I think there's a lot they can do. And again, I'm not a business consultant, but they really need to focus on the web and more efficient ways of marketing the product, more efficient ways of running their business. But at the same time, there's no point in getting more efficient just to turn around and give the money back. So keeping more of their commission would be a positive thing.
You also talked about how in the last few months things have improved in terms of the liquidity situation, finding it much easier now to raise cash. So what does that mean for the cruising sector as a whole, and perhaps for Carnival Corp as well?
Well, for us, it makes it possible for us to continue our new building programs. We still have a number of ships under construction. We have 6 being delivered next year alone. But with liquidity situation easing up, we can now consider building now for 13 and 14. We have ships under contract through 2012. It also means that the general mood of the public has changed, and we're seeing much higher volumes of bookings, particularly since March, right through this summer. Volumes have been very high. And as long as volumes are higher than our capacity increases for a sustained period of time, we'll be able to start raising prices. And I think that's starting to happen already. Prices are getting tweaked up, and really consumers that are looking for the best bargains should be looking for them right now. They shouldn't wait because prices are going to go higher.
Okay, and just interesting on that shipbuilding point, because I think, some people did put a hold on some of their orders and things. So, and you've already got 93 ships, you said, on stage. So where do you see that going to? 6 more next year, but how far can it go? How many can Carnival own?
Well, historically, since our merger with P&O Princess, we were building 4 to 6 ships a year. I think that building boom is going to subside, and we're going to be looking at 2 to 3 ships a year. But we're going to continue to build. We have great brands, whether it's P&O and Cunard in the UK, AIDA in Germany, Costa in Italy, Holland America, Princess, and Carnival in the US. I mean, we have great brands, and we're going to want to continue to build them.
And we've had times before when people have been saying the market's saturated, there's far too many coming, there's just too much, but you don't believe in that?
No, we're still just scratching the surface. We're still a very small piece of the vacation pie. We offer the best value in vacations, the best value in holidays, and there's no reason why our piece of the vacation pie can't be a lot bigger than it is today.
So your vision for, let's say, the next 5 years?
Bigger and better.
And can you just comment particularly on the UK market for us, because obviously that's who's watching this?
Well, clearly we're committed to the UK market. We have 2 new ships for the UK coming next year with Azura and Queen Elizabeth. Since the merger with P&O Princess, we've committed a lot of capital to the UK market, and we will continue to do that. It's a great market for us, and still has a lot of growth potential. I think David told me recently that 80% of the population is a 2-hour drive from a port. That really is very, very convenient, that they don't have to go to the airport every time they want to take a cruise, which I think even makes the growth potential greater.
Absolutely, but competition's hotting up in Southampton, so how are you going to deal with that?
We love competition. The more the merrier.
Well, fantastic. You heard it here. Thank you very much to Micky Arison. Thank you for coming to the convention.